Hello, YouTubers. It's me, the Pirate Pleasure, the Monday Messiah, the Sunday Sermon, the only free KC chess champion, Marcus the Dustin, baby. As you can tell already, before even starting the video, what this video will be about by the title. We're going to talk about the Chris Benoit video situation. Why people are talking about it? That's what you do here in the YWC. We talk about things that are topical, unless you're doing a retro review. But you know, I don't really watch wrestling anymore, but I still keep up to date. I watch Wrestling Jesus videos, which is what spurred this video. I also listen to a couple of podcasts. So, that's why I'm doing the video. It interests me and I want to get my 2 cents out there in the synthetic highways known as the interwebs. Now let's talk about the background for people who don't know the situation on wrestling fans, people who just stumbled across this video trying to find porn, and you just saw a topless god like me. Sorry to disappoint you, not quite pornographical, but when you're this good looking, when you're topless, doing anything in this state, surely counts as soft porn. So anyway, Chris Benoit was a wrestler. And sometime in the past, it's got 10 years, I don't know, is it 10 years ago? Was it 2005? Okay, that's like nearly 10 years ago, maybe, I'm not entirely sure, someone will correct me. It doesn't matter when, it was just a good few years ago. Chris Benoit was a wrestler, and he killed himself and his son and his wife. He killed his son and his wife, then himself. He didn't kill himself first, and then, because that wouldn't work, obviously. So he did that. And now, there's been talks for about a few years, but there've been re-emergence recently of making a movie about the life of Chris Benoit. Now, there's, different angles at this that people have been going towards. So I thought, the Bone Duster, the Monday Messiah, the Sunday Sermon, the Pirate Pleasure will enlighten you all. He will inspire you with the knowledge of the gods. To translate to you simple folk, I'm just going to tell you my point of view, and because I'm a highly intelligent individual, it's probably the right point of view to go with, okay? I'm just giving you a little hint in life. Bony nose. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to agree, but if you don't, you're most likely going to be wrong. Anyway, so here we go. Chris Benoit. So, the main argument that people have is, was he a cold-hearted killer, or was hitting his head, taking the bumps, taking the steel chair shots, diving, 5 feet from the air on top of the turnbuckle in the corner of the ring and smashing his heads on people, smashing his head against chairs, steel steps, etc., etc., so forth. All that abuse caused brain damage that made him do it. And now all this relates to the movie. Should we be glorifying a child murderer? Obviously, if you take it that at its base, probably not, no. I guess my hope, however, for this movie is that what it does is it does tell the story through the concussion brain damage angle. Because while it's not 100% certain, obviously, in any case, with brain damage, look at the brain, it's fucked up. But is the parts of the brain fucked up, causing behavioural issues, or doesn't cause behavioural issues? It's very hard to say for 100% certain. You can't say, but it's kind of like the argument with global warming, yeah. Before we started rearing shitloads of motherfucking cows to fucking be able to fucking supply McDonald's with our fat fucking bellies to eat those fucking burgers. And before there was shitloads of motherfucking cars producing CO2. Yeah, global warming. Yeah, people say, oh, it's natural. Yeah, but surely having shitloads more cars producing greenhouse gases and shitloads more cows, that ain't helping, is it? That ain't helping. Even the fucking dumbasses of the dumbasses can fucking realise if you're causing so much more shit to happen, that's going to cause more of the resulting effect. Okay? It's very simple, yeah? So, I don't think anybody could argue that, you know, it didn't help Benoit having so much brains. Maybe should he have stopped himself? Of course. It's the only life he led, but he should have stopped himself. Should the WWE have had more stringent tests? They should have done, but they do now. And hopefully, this goes back to my point for the hope of the video. Or, not the video, the movie. This is my video. The movies are going to be a full movie, I assume, not just a short, shitty YouTube video. My hopes for the movie is that it does highlight the risks, the dangers of taking so many blows to the head, and hopefully increases the fucking tests that are already in place, the precautions to ensure that the symptoms of the brain damage can be fucking recognised earlier, thus treated, thus reducing the likelihood there will still be bad people in the world, boys and girls. You don't take bumps every day to your head, do you? But there's still some fucking sick fuckers out there amongst you, even amongst you guys in the YWC. So, it would reduce the likelihood. Like if you get rid of all the cars and the cows, it's going to reduce the fucking greenhouse gases getting pumped into the environment. You cannot argue the logic. So I hope it isn't just a glorification of Benoit. He doesn't deserve it. You know, he should have taken a more proactive approach to his health. Because equally, you're surely going to start realising things aren't quite right with yourself before you start taking all the bump stuff. Because maybe it's gradual and you don't notice as much, but maybe the people around him should have been more. But, you know, that's in the past, man. We can't keep hammering on. We can't, what if? Yeah, it's a waste of time. If they have to make a movie, if they want to milk some extra money, at the very least, maybe give the funds to a concussion charity. That would be good. But at the very least, the movie has to be done in a way which highlights the risks of taking those bumps. And at the very least, even at the chance of glorifying a murderer, if it can reduce future cases happening, then in my eyes, it's going to be worth it. Okay? It's going to be worth it. And that's what I think. So I think they should make the movie. I mean, clearly there's a lot of people who want this story to be told, but it should be done in a way that highlights the dangers of taking bumps to the head and encourages policies to be introduced into wrestling companies which says, oh, you can only take X amount of bumps in a year, one or two. I'm sure one or two one-off, with very, very close monitoring. And, you know, you can mitigate the risk. But Benoit was going out every night, being crazy, putting on those matches, being the best in the ring, and he was too good. He was too good. He was willing to do himself too much harm, and it ultimately cost 3 people their lives. Simple as that. Do the movie, tell the story, get the message out there to the fans, the wrestlers, that don't take so many bumps, take less aggressive bumps, and you know, if you can take something bad, a bad situation, and you can use that to ultimately stop, you know, when people's kids get killed in car accidents, that they start the charities, they use the story to raise awareness and ultimately change things to reduce the risk of further events of the same similar nature from happening again. That's what I think. Now, I'm talking about a movie, but there's another thing I wanted to get onto as well. There's a lot of wrestling fans who do vigorously, viciously, ferociously, tenaciously defend Benoit. They love Benoit. And he was very good in the ring, obviously. That's why I don't think it's right, but, you know, I understand why they're doing it. I don't think they should be, obviously. You know, he's a murderer. He's a murderer. You should be able to, you know, nah. I mean, there's a lot of people who, like, try to separate Benoit the person from Benoit the wrestler. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to sit down and watch a Benoit match, I ain't going to shoot you in the face, yeah? Obviously, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. He shouldn't be glorified. But if you want to sit down and watch Benoit Kurt Angle from the Royal Rumble, I think it was 2003, one of the best matches of all time, go for it, mate. Go for it. I ain't going to shoot you in the face. No. You're not hurting anybody by watching the match. You ain't saying Benoit's the best. Even if you recommend the match, if you want to recommend some good chain wrestling, go for it, yeah? I'm not the one to judge, so I'm not going to be one of these people. You're going to hell! Go find Benoit, go to hell! I don't want those people. For the people who don't understand, though, I think it stems from a couple of reasons. You haven't had very good chain wrestling in mainstream wrestling since like the Benoit and the Kurt Angle era. That was sort of the last good era of good solid chain wrestling. I think also with Benoit is that he was very, very believable. Yeah, toothless aggression, he was very believable. And he wasn't the best promo, but you see someone like Benoit on the street, you don't think he's going to be the best promo. But he can get away with it, at least when I was a fan of him, I could agree, because he was believable. You know, he's a tough son of a bitch. So you're sort of like going, this guy's believable, he's cool, he's believable, he can kick your ass. He's tough. He was also short as well. He was also almost relatable because he wasn't the tallest, super big, but he was tough. The everyday man could be tough and he could take on these Goliaths of people and become the world champion. He was also very relatable. So he was tough, he was believable, he was relatable because of his size. He was a phenomenal chain wrestler. Obviously he would take those bumps and dives, which are very entertaining. Ultimately, there was, you know, obviously it's not worth the sacrifice, but at the time very entertaining. And I guess the people in the YWC, they tend to be about my age, a little bit younger, a little bit older. And when we were watching Benoit in his prime, the Attitude Era, and this goes to the whole Attitude Era, I guess, life was a lot simpler for us. We were just kids. We didn't have anything to worry about. We just had school to worry about. And as you get older, you get more worries. Life's a lot harder. You know, you're probably less happy, if we're all going to be honest with ourselves. So, it just, you know, if the Attitude Era came back, if Benoit came back, if chain wrestling came back, maybe our lives would go back to being easier. And maybe that's what our brains are trying to tell us. If you're going to go deep and physiological and psychological with this fucking stem of train of thought, maybe that's what it is as well. We want to go back to those simpler times of our childhood when wrestling was good, lives were easier. So I think it's that, really. Subconsciously, we want to go back to being children because lives were easier. That's why we'll defend the Attitude Era, that's why we'll defend Benoit, because that's what it was back in the day, when we were younger. I suppose, really, people at the YWC need to grow up a bit and realise life is going to be hard now. I mean, it's obviously perks of being an adult, you get a lot more freedom and stuff, but life is going to be hard now. It isn't going to go back to that. Obviously, that's what it is. But yeah, those are my thoughts of the whole situation, really. I hope you enjoyed them. I guess to surmise, I have two major big points in this video. Well, first one is that people like Benoit, people like the Attitude Era, because when wrestling and Benoit wrestling was in the Attitude Era and back when Benoit was alive, times were simpler, we were younger, we had less responsibility, so we enjoyed life more. So our brain subconsciously tells us that if wrestling goes back to that time, our lives will go back to that time and things will be a lot easier. And maybe we should all just grow up and deal with the stresses of life and then take advantages of the opportunities we gain now that we're adults. And the second point is, I think a movie about Benoit should be made, but not to glorify the man, but to tell the message that there should be less bumps, more stringent testing on the wrestlers' brains. Simples! So hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. And I've got one more thing to say to you. Bye bye for now.